I believe this is the first ever creator event that the Twitch Rivals official channel is co-streamed. Esports competitor, oh no, I'm way too bad. Like, it was a 100% skill issue. I'm way too awful to be an esports competitor. I hate meeting new people, but once I get to know them, they're alright. I hate that initial, I'm more of like an 8th impression kind of person. So I just saw my dad's face just walk right in front of the camera on the multicam feed, and it was like my dad just stared into my soul from that TV.
Why is this something that you're spending your time and energy on? What kind of drives you on a daily basis?
Hi, it's just cool, isn't it?
Tom here from Esports GG. I'm with Tubbo at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere.
Classic.
Part of the Tubbathon 4.
The fourth one.
I wanted to ask, first of all, how was your night's sleep in the Red Bull Gaming Sphere? It's not usually where people are spending the night.
Man, I was so tired after yesterday from the travel and setup. I was just unconscious. Like, the camping beds, everyone complained that they sucked, but I was just so comfy. I was just so asleep, so unbothered. Yeah, no, it was good. I woke up this morning to the face of Aaron, my lead production guy. He was like, "Toby, it's time to get up." I went, "Oh," and then that's how my day started.
But overall, this event concept is obviously something that we've kind of not really seen before. Where did it even start?
Well, it started off with originally, so during the subathon, I did another show, a Big Brother-esque show, and originally we were going to do that here, but we didn't have the time, and I was like, okay, what if we combined our strengths of esports and me locking people in houses, and we create this? And it's basically first of its kind white collar esports tournament, where everyone has to sleep in the gaming arena.
And how has it been kind of like working with Twitch and working with Red Bull? Obviously, Twitch is the perfect platform to sort of broadcast something like this, right?
Yeah, it's been really cool. I believe this is the first ever creator event that the Twitch Rivals official channel is co-streamed. So that's kind of cool. For me personally, my community has been really, really loving it. And it's been very, very cool to be able to play games I wouldn't normally play and stream, but have my community just as invested as they would be if I was playing Minecraft.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the esports side. You're obviously putting on an esports tournament here. Have you ever actually fancied yourself as a esports competitor?
Esports competitor? Oh no, I'm way too bad. Like, it is a 100% skill issue. I'm way too awful to be an esports competitor. I did some casting in South Korea, Seoul, for the VCT Championships TikTok feed. That was very fun. My whole life I've watched a lot of esports. Me and my mum in 2016 stayed up all night watching the 2016 Boston CSGO major. Cloud9 won that, they brought it home. That was awesome. Yeah, I was very invested in VCT challenges for the Nordics. Last year I watched a lot of that, and also VCT EMEA was following that this year as well as Masters. Yeah, I watch a lot of esports. The League of Legends esports is something I'm getting more into as I'm starting to understand the game. My knowledge of that consists of maybe like 20 hours of casual streams, but that's about it.
I was going to ask about esports in the UK. Obviously, there's been some massive esports events in the UK over the last couple of years. Any that you kind of attended or taken inspiration from?
Well, I went to League of Legends Worlds, and the production quality of the opening ceremony was so incredible. It brought me to tears and made me feel like nothing all at the same time. I was like, wow, there's really levels to this live production thing, and I don't think I'm on one anymore. Yeah, so that raised the bar to like an uncomprehendable level to that point for me, and I was like, oh, so there really is levels to this.
So like when you're watching an esports event, you're kind of like thinking, well, how could I maybe use this and to put something on yourself?
Well, no, when I'm watching one, I'm like, how on earth are they doing this? And then I spend around 4 hours Googling all the equipment, 4 hours looking into which production team produced the event, looking at what hardware partners they have, looking at what hardware they buy, learning about how it works, seeing how expensive it is, be like, I can't afford that, never mind. That's kind of like the pipeline.
One of the things I saw that you posted at the start of the year was how you wanted 2025 to kind of be bigger than your 2024. So
Yes.
obviously one of the things that you're doing to kind of achieve that ambition, is there anything else that people can look forward to for you to kind of make this your biggest year yet?
My biggest year yet? Well, my priorities right now lie with finishing the subathon, and then after that I'll take some time off. But other than that, I've also created a non-profit hosting company which provides free Minecraft servers for people who can't afford them. So that's a lot of my priorities are also there right now, which is even outside of the content creation space, but instead providing tools for people to create their own content. Same with the Minecraft server I run. It's less of like my thing, and it's more of a tool I've created for other people to create content. So with all my events this year, that's kind of my footing. Rather than me being the primary like person creating, it's more just like giving people a blank canvas to create what they want, and that's kind of where my passion lies at the minute.
I was going to say, one of the observations I made from watching some of the Tubbo this week is how many people you have involved, UK creators of like various sizes. Why do you always have so many people involved with your events? That is, as you just said, like a conscious decision, right?
The more the merrier. I hate meeting new people, but once I get to know them, they're all right. I hate that initial, I'm more of like an 8th impression kind of person. So everyone in this room is either on impression 1 or like impression 30. So
you say you feel really, really self-conscious now. This is your first impression.
Oh yeah. Hi. So what do you think after 1 impression? Do you think I slide after 1, or do you think you need 7 more?
I'll take 7 more.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Many do.
Moving forward, how could you ever kind of top an event like this? This is obviously the first of its kind. Do you think there'll be more? This
event is very much a testing grounds right now. This is a seed. And already there are so many ways to improve. First of all, do you want me to list the ways I think we can improve?
Sure.
First of all, I think we can improve by doing replays. And I think replays is a big point of contention. We can improve on overlays. But stuff like that all comes with money, basically. So it's this is in the subathon, it's a good opportunity because my subs are the highest they have ever bid. We can spend more doing more. But really, none of this would be possible without Red Bull, because they have basically given me a big key to unlock the production of my dreams. And it's awesome that we're able to do that. But the next point to level up is to just look at all the points of downtime and see what could we do to make this more engaging for the viewer. So, for example, today we're going to be trying out some events and some more IRL funny bits before getting into the games. And also, because this is the first of its kind, there's going to be growing pains. There's going to be stuff we can change and adapt to improve. And a lot of, oh my God, sorry, I just saw my dad's face just walked right in front of the camera on the multicam feed. And it was like my dad just stared into my soul from my TV. No, but with every event I do, as I'm doing it, in my mind, I'm always noting down how I can improve, how we can go forward. But right now, it's the best it can physically be with what we have. And that's awesome.
With all of this stuff that you're doing with the Tubbo, so you talked about your free hosting company, which is an amazing idea, by the way. What is kind of your driving motivation? Because you're one of the most followed people on Twitch. Obviously, I'm sure money is no problem for someone like you. You could basically do whatever you want. Why is this something that you're spending your time and energy on? What kind of drives you on a daily basis?
I don't know. It's just cool, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I'm motivated by doing things. If I sat at my desk all day, I'd be so bored. Like last year, at the end of the year, I spent 3 months sat at my desk. It was so boring. But now I just want to do things again. I'm in my doing stuff again phase. Hoping to do some more stuff.
And finally, looking forward to kind of the rest of the bootcamp. Is there anybody who's maybe surprised you with their ability in game, either for the better or for the worse?
Yes, basically, Team 1, bless them, they're going to be stomped today. They're going to have their head slammed into concrete. But yesterday, they really held their own. I'm going to say Owen, Fulham and Coryway. They have never played Valorant, they have never played League, but they all are so, as individuals, they're so clever and clued in. They pick it up. They're every single day, I think between those 3, it's always going to be who is most improved. From when I'm sitting here casting and when I'm playing against them, Coryway especially, the ability to adapt and just instantly understand mechanics of traditionally difficult characters. For example, Sentinels in Valorant, he did a lot of Cypher and a lot of Vice yesterday, which are very map knowledge, game sense mechanics-based characters, and he was picking it up like that. He was playing at a level you would expect someone who has maybe 30 hours in a agent to play, but it was his first time playing them. And I'm like, to instantly go in because of your base knowledge, to be able to seem like you've been playing 30 hours of this character is very cool.
Awesome. Tubbo, thank you for taking the time to talk to me, and congratulations on an amazing concept.
Thank
and an amazing
you.
event so far.
Well, bye.